should never get to a point where you're touching your locks and all you're hearing is. Actually, I remember in the past I used to think that all I need for my hair to have good moisture is a really, really good oil. Once it's a good oil, then yes, my hair will never be dry. But the real thing is, oil is not a moisturizer. Oil can never moisturize your hair. The reason why that is because oil is a sealant. It seals anything that's already on top of your hair. To really, really get your hair moisturized, you have to use anything water-based, whether that's like a liquid hair moisturizer, a liquid leave-in conditioner, or just water. And you have to start with that in your moisture routine, because really, for a really good moisture routine, you really just need two things, because we don't want to use too much products. Too much products in our locks for moisturization would cause excessive buildup. And once buildup is in the shaft of your locks, it's really hard to get out. It's a pain to get out. So we try to avoid buildup at all costs. If I'm being honest, I actually have a bit of buildup. I know it's not showing up on camera, but for example, if I were to wash my hair with really warm water, I'd see some buildup rise to the surface of my locks, and I have to spend time to wash it out. And I could tell you from experience, it's really difficult to get out. And I'm trying to be aware of what I'm putting in my hair, because sometimes you get a little tempted to use different products, experiment with different products, especially for a retwist, but a retwist is never worth the sacrifice of buildup. I'm going to take a step back personally in terms of what I use for my locks. And I tend to love to make sprays for my locks. So far, I've tried rose water, clove water, rosemary water, aloe vera water, as well as like a hair mist. And my locks really love the sprays that I make. So you don't even have to buy products from the store. We use water to moisturize our skin from the inside out. That's why a lot of people recommend drinking water, which is important as well, because we don't want to just moisturize our hair topically, like we're just spraying it. We also need to be drinking sufficient water, because our body utilizes water for a lot of different things, countless things, and one of them is to have healthy moisturized hair. You can tell that when a person doesn't drink water, it shows through their skin and their hair, their lips as well. They would have dry skin, flaky scalp, cracked, flaky lips. All of these are indicators that you need some hydration. Hydration is super important, not just for your hair, obviously, but since we're talking about moisturizing the hair, drinking sufficient water. And it really depends person to person. Everyone is unique. Some people need to drink more water than others, and that's okay. Just figure out what works for you and how often you need to consume water. As for myself, I still think I could drink more water, because sometimes I'll be thirsty and I'll just be sitting there and I'm like, girl, get up and get yourself a cup of water. What are you doing? But yeah, water is very important. And so when it comes to the moisturization of your hair and your locks, spraying it is ideal first, and then you go over it with your favorite oil to seal that moisture in that you've sprayed on the top of your hair, and that just locks in everything, and your hair is just like, thank you, master, thank you for that hydration. When I'm moisturizing my hair, I like to go in with a spray that's finely misted, because the intention isn't to drench my locks like I'm washing it. How often you moisturize your hair really depends on you. For me, I find every other day works best for me, because honestly, I don't always feel like I don't always feel like spraying my hair every day, and I don't think it needs it anyway, so I just do it every other day. Sometimes I do it whenever I remember, or whenever I feel like my hair needs it, because my hair doesn't look exactly like this every day. You see how it looks extremely moisturized right now? That's because I moisturized it before I started this video, and so it looks very good. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like shook that my hair has grown this long. Guys, just I have a clear image of where I started. So to see that my hair is like looking so healthy right now, it makes me super excited for the future. And I have a lot of people subscribe to me that just started their lock journey, and I have a message for you specifically. I know that it feels hard sometimes to be patient, but just know that you're doing this for your future self or the future health of your hair. And I know it's very easy to compare how quick your hair is locking up compared to other people, or how your hair looks while it's going through the transitioning phase. And the focus here is to always realize that each person's lock journey is different, and each person's lock journey is beautiful. Not because it doesn't look like what you wish it would. The key here is to accept yourself as you are. That's the whole point. Just accept how your hair is forming naturally on its own without your manipulation, and everything's going to be alright. I My hair turned out much better than I anticipated, and just I'm so thankful that I stuck to it. And now that I'm 4 years locked, I'm looking forward to next year July for my 5th year anniversary. I mean, how long do you guys think my hair will be by next year July? Because honey, we love long locks over here. We love length. I mean, enough love to the short hair people too. I was there, but I want long hair. I typically like to go in with a really light oil, and I try to ensure that each strand gets coated, just to seal in the moisturizing spray. And I like to just lightly squeeze it in, lightly press it in, just to really lock it in there. And honestly, I'd say my hair pretty much stays moisturized for about 2 days. Because sometimes I don't really moisturize every other day. Sometimes a few days would pass, but that's because my hair just doesn't need too much moisture. Like it stays moisturized with the routine that I have for myself. I have some oil on my neck there, but yeah. I typically do not have to moisturize too much, because with the moisturization routine that I have, my hair stays pretty much moisturized. So recently, I've been incorporating scalp massages. I used to massage my scalp so often back when they were in their baby lock phase, but recently I've incorporated it because if you didn't know, scalp massages are really good for helping with hair growth, because it alleviates hair tension and it encourages blood flow to your hair follicles. So it's a really great way to stimulate that hair growth, to get the blood pumping in your scalp. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like it really works. I feel like when you massage your scalp, it really causes that nourishment to go to your scalp. So yeah, I've been trying to do at least 5 minutes before bed. And I remember doing something called the inverse method when I had loose natural hair, where I would flip my head over and massage my hair for like 4 minutes every day for 7 days a week, just to see like a quarter inch of growth a month. Yeah, I was that dedicated. But honestly, it just feels good now that I do it. And I cannot get over how quickly my hair has grown in a span of 4 years. Remember, guys, I had this much hair. So I think incorporating these tips, making sure you have a solid moisturization routine. We do not need a million things like media, companies, products. They always shove so much products down our faces, making us feel like we need everything. We need to be using a bunch of things for hair growth. No, you could use the water from your tap and some oil from your grandma's dresser, and your hair will be just fine. It's just that you need to be consistent with your moisturization routine, and you should be good. Maybe I'll dedicate a whole video to just moisturizing my hair. Who knows? I don't think that's very much interesting, but yeah, I feel like I'm doing just fine with keeping my hair moisturized. It doesn't feel dry. It feels too good. Like, as you can see from the entire video, I cannot keep my hands out of my locks. Something that you should not be doing as well, because constantly touching your hair, that's like getting all the oils and everything you put on your hair onto your hands, and it's like, what's the point? But it feels so good. It's so therapeutic running my hands through my hair. I can only imagine when it gets longer. No hope for me. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning into my video and for just being here. I see you. I appreciate you. I appreciate every comment, every like. Thank you for joining the family. And I'll catch you again in the next one. And guys, I have something really special planned for my next video. Stay on the lookout for that. Bye.